Game 6.
You look at the sun.
Thunder, they're in survival mode. Can they escape to force a Game 7 on their home court?
Well, I'll tell you what, B.A., it won't be easy. The rowdy fans here, eager to see the confetti fall from the rafters, but it all comes down to the individuals between those lines.
All right, let's check out the starting group for the Thunder. We've got Wembanyama, Dyson Daniels out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Paul George, and it's Holmgren in at the 5. No good from outside. And so James will bring it up for the Rockets. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
At his size, LeBron is a handful inside, and sometimes you can't help but foul him to try and prevent that easy bucket.
And so he makes both from the line. Here's Daniels. Out to the right wing. Wembanyama against Eason. Right side, Wembanyama shoots over Eason. Nice shot by Wembanyama.
And Wemby's got the mid-range shot down. He's just so confident from there.
Pass to Artest. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. James against Gilgeous-Alexander. 4-3. They get the rebound. Here's Holmgren. Ooh, great D that time from Simmons. Here's McGrady. That three's off the mark. The Thunder have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Here's George. Hey, it's blocked by Simmons.
That is the long arms and defensive prowess of Ben Simmons on display.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throw of the night. The free throw is off from George. And the shot's good. Wembanyama's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Forget his age. LeBron is still one of the strongest players in the league.
Pass to Daniels. For 3, George. The rebound by Simmons.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Out to James. Tries again. And he lays it up and in. James has gotten a second bucket on the night.
This is where LeBron James is. Physically hard to handle on the interior. Turn the lights out.
Here's Wembanyama. Goes back up. And it's good on the layup. Wembanyama's got 6. And Houston has possession. It's a 3-point game. And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Ime Udoka and I were able to chat. We were talking about Chet Holmgren, the versatility at both ends. And Coach pointed out one thing in particular, saying that Chet has the ability to create for himself. He's a tremendous ball handler for his size. He has great footwork, and he stays on balance. He knows it's going to take a team effort defensively.
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
An impressive athlete. This rookie Whitmore loves getting inside and hammering it home.
George outside. outside. 2 for 4 from the field now.
We are talking about a proficient, efficient scorer in Paul George. Go to work, sir.
James passes to Claxton. Now here's Whitmore to the middle. And Claxton gets it to go on the assist by Whitmore.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
McGrady to pass to James. And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's McGrady. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Inside, here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Outside Eason. It's James on the wing. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. The top scorers in the playoffs on our 2K leaderboard. The 4th spot held by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And, of course, LeBron James.
Seems like these two can always find points, no matter what big game pressure they're playing under.
Despite the fact that LeBron James is now in the league for over 2 decades, he continues to dominate.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Daniels. George outside. The 3 from Wembanyama. Rockets with a rebound.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Pass to James. Floats one up. Holmgren with the block.
Wow. Chet Holmgren sending it back. He is willing to take on any kind of challenge.
Daniels passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. There's a screen. Here's the 3. He buries it from 3. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Oklahoma City?
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
Yeah, and I also love the intensity they've shown on the glass early on. Keeping plays alive, creating second chance shots, that's nice.
Rockets trail by 5. Now James. He's got 7. 2 points. That one goes. James has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Here's Wembanyama. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
It's still amazing to see a 7'4" big who can shoot it like Wemby.
Off the outside. Back to James. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Daniels. Defended by Avdia. James against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Wembanyama. Off target from 3-point range. Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Pass to Simmons. Here's James. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. James has got 11 points.
Well, LeBron James could be absolutely anywhere on the floor. If you want to concede the mid-range, he's more than happy to take it.
Holmgren with a screen on James. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. LeBron with the rebound.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Pass to Artest. Left side, Simmons. A nice shot by Artest. And it's now just a 1-point Oklahoma City lead.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
The Thunder shooting 44% to start this ballgame. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. For the Thunder, Williams is checked in for Holmgren. Johnson comes in for Paul George. And it's Dort in for Daniels. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Dort outside. Takes a three. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Well, for Lou Dort, it's all about building confidence from three-point territory. This is a growing part of his skill set.
To the wing, right side. Pass to Artest. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. From outside, off the mark. And so James will bring it up for Houston. Trailing by 4. Here's Simmons. The shot that time, not on target. Johnson against James. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5.
Well, let's remember that at 6'6", Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can more than handle himself near the cup.
Here's Avdia, and a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. These are his first free throws of the game. He misses the free throw.
Boy, guys, when you think of Deni Avdia, great positional size, versatile on both ends of the floor, and he's unafraid of the big stage.
All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Eason's checked in. Dort outside. Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires the 3. Ooh, another miss by... Gilgeous-Alexander.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Here's Artest. Back to Eason. Clock at 6. Here's McGrady. Dort defending. Dort with a steal. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. An easy 2 on the layup. 7 points in the game.
Yeah, they've done quality work on the offensive glass.
Avdia, left side. Eason, pass to Avdia. Here's McGrady. Hits a 3-pointer.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He's going to talk it over with his guys. So for Oklahoma City, Holmgren, he's checked in for Williams. Paul George comes in for Johnson, and it's Wallace in for Gilgeous-Alexander. .151 left in the first quarter. Holmgren, the pass to Dort. Back to Holmgren. Outside for Dort. And here we go. The Rockets in transition. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren.
Boy, when Simmons looks to score, it just balances that ability to pass the basketball. Love when he's aggressive.
And he sinks the second. 1:27 left in the first. George outside. Holmgren with a screen on Avdia. Avdia against George. Count it. His 3rd and 5 attempts.
Oh, my goodness. Paul George under duress of exceptional defense. No problem.
Simmons, the pass to McGrady. Back to Simmons. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Ben Simmons.
For your Rockets, number 53, Nicholas Claxton.
Here's Eason. Yet to see a basket. McGrady, the pass to Avdia. Now Claxton. He's covered by Holmgren. 6 to shoot. Pass to McGrady. Here's Artest. Dort with a steal. And the shot goes in. And it's a 7-point Oklahoma City lead.
Boy, you've got to have a tight handle to make that kind of move. Lou Dort, show off.
Here's Claxton. He's covered by Holmgren. Claxton against Holmgren. Now Eason. Pass to McGrady. Shot clock at 5. Avdia from outside. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Oklahoma City leading by 7. Here's George. Can't hit it from 12 feet. Outside Eason. Over George. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Oklahoma City. City Thunder closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Their key to And welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. This game 6 getting started. And from what we've seen from Oklahoma City, what's your take so far?
Well, it's pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
On the court for the Thunder, we've got George, Dyson Daniels out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Chet Holmgren, and it's Johnson in at the 4. That's to Holmgren. The 3. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
Here's James. James finds the runway and gets airborne.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's a big-time move right there. So crafty, so tough. SGA, big-time skill.
Pass to James. Screen by Claxton. The three is up. The shot by James, no good. Oklahoma City leading by 8. Down low. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Here's our test. George defending. Here's our test. Pass to James. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
Oklahoma City ball.
The Thunder have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Back to George. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on James. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Pass to James. And here's Eason. The shot's good on the assist by James. Eason's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And so George will bring it up for the Thunder. They've led by as much as 10. Now Gilgeous-Alexander, checked by James. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Rockets trail by 7. Here's our test. Driving inside, uses the glass to finish the layup. Artest has got his second basket of the night. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. On the wing, Daniels. Outside Johnson.
Well, that's his second foul. Does he take a more cautious approach here the rest of the half?
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And Houston making a change here. Whitmore's checked in. And also a switch here for Oklahoma City. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Johnson. Here's Daniels. LeBron with the rebound. James has got 4 rebounds now. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to go on Paul George.
What's remarkable about LeBron is the complete command of the game. Not only his team, but you'll hear opponents joke about how well he knows their plays.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Holmgren. And out of bounds. The Rockets will take it. Rockets trail by 4. McGrady the pass to Claxton. James deciding where to go with it. Pass to Eason. Now here's Whitmore. Screen by Eason. To the inside. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Eason's got 5 now.
They've closed the gap over the last few possessions, but can they push through and grab the lead?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
The 3, George. It's hauled in by Houston. Claxton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds George. Wembanyama with it. Defended by Eason. The fadeaway. The bank shot, no good.
And I don't understand. Why is he going to the fadeaway? Just go straight up with it.
Oh, it's stolen by Eason. Pass to Whitmore. Pat misses. Got a chance to tie it.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Here's McGrady. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. George with a steal. And they're running. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Boy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has become the master at drawing fouls.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here. Johnson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dort comes in for Daniels. And he can't hit the second. Rockets trail by 5. Right side Simmons. Pass to Artest. Now, here is James. Covered by Wembanyama. Puts up a deep 3. Houston with another miss. The Thunder have gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Outside Johnson. Holmgren with it. Outside Wembanyama. Shot clock at 6. Dort for 3. The Rockets pull it in. Claxton's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Artest, covered by Johnson. And Claxton throws it down.
Well, Claxton could have an apartment up near the rim. These dunk attempts are routine.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wembanyama. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. He's got 10. Shai with a step and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
The burst of speed from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Put it on the deck, get to the cup.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Thunder on D. Here's James. There's the strength of the king.
Vintage LeBron James. He's cooking, and this guy may be the best to have ever done it.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 12. Dort outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Avdia. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist from Dort. Wembanyama's got 12 points.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Here's James. Hey, it's James slamming it down.
LeBron James, ever the showman with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. Pass to Holmgren. Beyond the arc. Rejected by Claxton.
My goodness, how quick off his feet is Nick Claxton?
And here's Simmons. Covered by Johnson. Now Avdia. Here's James on the wing. 18 points for him. Wembanyama with some nice D.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Dort has really improved this part of his game. Would love to see him shoot more often from out there.
James, left side. Ooh, LeBron with the slam.
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
Outside Wembanyama. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. For the Thunder, George comes in for Chet Holmgren. And it's Wallace in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Rockets trail by 4. Here's McGrady. Into the lane. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
On the break. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's his first trip to the line, and he knocks down the first one. Eason's checked in for the Rockets. Good on both. And here's George. He has 7. Wallace outside. Back to George. The rebound by Ben Simmons. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Trailing by 2 to the paint. And it's Simmons with the jam.
Nice the size of Ben Simmons on a roll situation, so effective at 6'10".
Wallace, the pass to Wembanyama. Wallace with it. Outside Johnson. Eason with a steal. Out left to the wing. Here's Artest. Watched by Wallace.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Pass to Artest. They set the pick. Clock at 6. And that one's good. Simmons has gotten 4 this quarter.
He's finally started to settle down here in the second quarter. Just needed to work up a sweat.
Back to George. A minute 35 left in the first half. Here's Wembanyama, and it's rejected. Lets the 3 fly. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Wallace, the pass to George. Wembanyama, screen on Avdia. Back to Wallace. Will it go? It's rebounded by Artest.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
55 seconds left in the second period. Oklahoma City trailing. Outside Wembanyama. Wemby attacking. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Oh, ferocious on the attack. Once Wembanyama gets into the lane, the defense is done.
Outside Eason. Avdia finds Eason. Here's Artest. Pass to McGrady. Here's Eason, covered by Johnson. Avdia against George. And Avdia with the basket on the assist from Simmons. Simmons has got 3 assists tonight.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
George scanning the floor. Drills it from deep. George has got 10 points. Here's McGrady. Fires from way outside. And that's... And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Oklahoma City ahead. They're up by 1. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
You love to see this kind of chemistry. It's like our chemistry on the set. Everyone knows this ring.
You know what? Ernie, for once.
And looking at where the Thunder stand in the series. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second.
And here we go. The NBA Finals continue here on 2K Sports. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
He was getting into the lane easily that first half. Just relentless.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
LeBron James out there with Tari Eason. Then it's Nicholas Claxton, and it's McGrady in at the point. And that's the group for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. This will make 4 trips to the line so far in this game. The Thunder shooting at 49% so far in the game. Wembanyama, screen on James. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good work defensively by James. Houston in the lead. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 rebounds in the game. High arcing shot. No way! SGA through the D.
Boy, delicate touch on that floater by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's pretty.
McGrady the pass to Claxton. To the middle. To the wing on the left. James outside. The Rockets with another miss.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Pass to Wembanyama. 6 on the shot clock. From 6 feet away. Oh, too easy for Wemby. Nice finish.
What a luxury having Wembanyama on your team. I mean, he can create anything out of nothing.
James outside. Drives to the hoop. And the layup is good off the glass. James has got 25 points in the game.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Here's McGrady. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Wembanyama against Eason. It's stolen by Johnson. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Daniels. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Artest. The steal. It's Daniels with a drive. Oh, and he brings it down with a 2-handed jam.
Tons of first-step quickness from Daniels.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And Houston making a change here. Whitmore's checked in. Inside, here's Claxton. Outside Eason, pass to James. Here's the three. LeBron fires and hits a three.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
Outside Wembanyama. Down low. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The Rockets pull it in. James has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Eason. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. The Thunder have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Holmgren powers it in off the lob.
And timing like this will serve Holmgren well, leaping at the exact right moment for the alley-oop.
Here's James, and he lays it up and in. James has got 10 points in just the second half.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Johnson passes to Holmgren.
Well, you think about the size and skill set that should allow Chet Holmgren to be very good for a very long time.
Oklahoma City shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. Both free throws good from Holmgren. Rockets trail by 3. And he lobs it up. Pass to Whitmore. Yes! And the foul! It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Athleticism showing through from Whitmore. He doesn't need much room at all to operate in close.
And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. To the inside. James with a steal. Avdia against Wembanyama. Avdia passes to James. Here's Whitmore outside. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Wembanyama. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets it go from deep. Tipped away. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Simmons. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. You got to like what we're seeing from LeBron James.
Boy, he's been relentless. And to this point, they haven't had an answer for him on the inside. Let's see if they make some adjustments coming out of a timeout.
Good on the shot.
Well, you can see the kind of attention that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is now getting from the defense. This guy is elite offensively. You send what you can in his direction.
James outside. Shoots over George. The shot by James, no good. The Thunder have gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Johnson. Now George. Check by James. And here we go. The Rockets in transition. Here's Avdia. The shot's good on the assist by James. James has got 3 assists in the game.
Avdia has added some strength to the frame, and he puts it to work right there. That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Here's our test. Avdia outside. Johnson against Claxton.
But the first thing that strikes you as a player with Nick Claxton is how easily this guy gets off the floor. Vertical threat on the offensive end and an excellent rim protector on the defensive end.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 7 of their first 11 attempts to go in this half. Offensive rebound. Here's George. Sinks that one from the post. George has got 14 points.
don't you get the sense that Paul George relishes these challenges? He knows he's a top-tier player. He fears no one.
Simmons looking around. Simmons with a screen on Dort. Oh, Simmons throws it down hard.
Simmons with a little flair and flash. Let him feel all of your basketball ability, Ben Simmons.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Dort outside. George against Avdia. George passes to Dort. Launches it. The Rockets pull it in. James up top. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Pass to Avdia. Now here's Claxton.
Team foul. For your Rockets, number 29, Racing McGrady.
Here's Avdia. He's got 5. Here's Artest to the paint. Here's McGrady. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam. 6 lead changes in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays.
It's George on the wing.
You see, Paul George just understands how to use his length and his size. He is such a tough cover close to the basket.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
They've been slippery getting into the lane all game long, putting that help defense to the test.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And that's a veteran move from the young fella, as Holmgren draws contact on that shot.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Avdia. Pass to McGrady. Here's Artest. Dort defending. Here's McGrady. Just 4 to shoot. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. From deep, here's Simmons. The Thunder with the rebound. Holmgren's got 5 rebounds in the game. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Avdia against Holmgren. George for 3. Avdia pulls it in.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since.
Artest. No good on the 3. Oklahoma City has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. George, no good. The Rockets have gone 50% from the field in the third quarter. 8 of 16. Pass to Avdia. Now Easton. Back to Avdia. Down low. Here's Artest. And that one is stuffed right through.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. The 3 from Holmgren. Bullseye! Chet hitting for 3.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Pass to Artest. Outside Easton. Avdia outside. The 3 ball. Knocks down the triple. Avdia's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yes, looking to get better from deep. Denny Avdia just keep shooting, baby.
George with it. Defended by Easton. George against Easton. George's shot is off.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Out of bounds, it'll be Thunderball. So for Oklahoma City, Daniels checked in for Dort, and it's Wallace in for Gilgeous-Alexander. 1:27 left to play in the third quarter. Wallace outside. Back to George. Pass to Daniels. And here's Wembanyama. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Now here's Simmons, covered by Wembanyama. Here's Artest. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Inside. To halt the run. And there's a 3-second violation. Claxton, he's checked in for Ben Simmons.
On the floor for your Rockets, number 53, Nicholas Claxton.
The Rockets lead by 4. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Artest. George defending. A nice shot by Artest. And now a 6-point Rocket lead.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Wembanyama, screen on Claxton. Here's Wallace. No good on the buzzer. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Houston. He's been an offensive force, now with over 30. And a shout out to all the dads out there as we get back to the action here on Father's Day. Thunder trail by 6. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. Luguentz Dort out there with Dyson Daniels. Then there's George. Then it's Chet Holmgren. And it's Wembanyama in at the center position. Here's Daniels. Drops in the 3.
Yeah, slick play call by Daniels. Pick and rolls give him room to operate, and he does not waste it at all.
On the wing, Whitmore. Dort defending. Now here's Whitmore. Tight defense on him. Outside Simmons. The 3 is up. Rebounded by Daniels. On offense, here are the Thunder. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It goes on Deni Avdija.
The officials were right on top of that one.
That one's off.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
Good on the second one.
And they need to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
Simmons against Holmgren. Outside Whitmore. Back to Avdija. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Thunder trail by 4. Dort outside. Here's Daniels. Here's George. And George with the jam.
Once Paul George has the first couple go down, now he knows he's cooking, and it's going to be a long night.
To the inside. Here's Eason. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets. They're really shooting better from the free throw line since halftime. That's a big plus if you're holding a late lead.
Eason hits them both.
At just about 85% from the line tonight. They've looked more and more comfortable as the game's gone on.
Pass to Wembanyama. Now here's Dort. Fires from deep. Good work defensively by Whitmore.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Dort against Simmons. And here's Eason. No luck on that one. Ooh, nice D from George.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
And with the size and the skill set, how are you supposed to stop Wemby?
LeBron, he's checked in for Houston. Johnson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Paul George. Pass to Claxton. James with the ball. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And stolen by Claxton. And here we go, the Rockets in transition. Thunder trail by 3. Pass to Dort. Johnson against Avdia. 6 to shoot. Johnson a screen on Simmons. Dort's shot is good.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Pass to Whitmore. Over Dort. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Dort finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Wembanyama.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value, and nice to see him delivering.
Avdia against Johnson. Outside Whitmore. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Williams comes in for Dort. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Over James. And there's another one for the Thunder.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, that 3-level scoring ability, that time working the mid-range.
Here's Artest. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Johnson. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Thunder.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And it's Holmgren missing. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Rockets. They lead by 1. Soft touch off the glass. James has got 12 points here in the second half.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Daniels passes to Williams. Back to Daniels. Fires, top of the key. It's hauled in by Houston. Claxton's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. To the middle. Here's McGrady. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
and breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. LeBron on the break.
When LeBron gets the ball, guys, and there aren't numbers back in transition, it almost always results in an easy move.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Daniels. Outside Johnson. Inside. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
He's forcing the action now, finally getting to the charity stripe after no freebies in the first half.
All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Eason's checked in, and Oklahoma City with a change here too. George is checked in.
Boy, from the moment Chet Holmgren entered this league, he has been an impact player on both the offensive and defensive sides of the floor.
James outside. Misses the 3.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander takes the contact.
Whoa, what handles? Left the defender right in the dust.
Then effortlessly laid it in. He just makes it look so easy. Ridiculous.
And there's James from the arc. Knocks down the long J. James has got 17 now, just in the second half. Pass to Daniels. Down low. Oh, powered down with both hands.
Get it, young fella. Dyson Daniels has a lot of tools, showing his hops on that one.
Now Claxton. Out to the right wing. Here's Eason. Here's McGrady. Clock at 6. Out to James. Back to Claxton. James finds Claxton. James with the ball. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Holmgren's got 7 rebounds in the game. To the inside. Johnson passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Rejected by James.
He could not get that one over LeBron James. Just perfect position, great strength, and send it back, Mr. James.
To the right side. Here's Eason. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That one on Johnson.
What you can't help but notice this half is how lights out they've been from the free throw line.
Ben Simmons is checked in for Claxton. Wembanyama's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dort comes in for Daniels.
Well, it wasn't a perfect trip to the line, but it was good enough to stretch their lead to 2 possessions.
That's to Holmgren. Now Wembanyama. Here's George. Checked by James. George's shot is off. The Rockets lead by 5. James passes to Eason. It's Eason with the jam.
Wow, the passing skills on full display. LeBron James once again orchestrating like a maestro.
Dort finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Wembanyama. Over to the wing. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to George. Out to the right wing. From deep, Wembanyama. It's hauled in by Houston. Now Easton. Here's McGrady. Dort defending. Here's McGrady. Easton, a screen on Holmgren. James. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Wembanyama's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort over James. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Wembanyama's got 7 points for the quarter.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. He did everything he could to rally the guys, saying, quote, "It all comes down to these final moments. Play your heart out. That's all I ask." You have played like champions, so let's become champions.
Thank you for that, Allie. Back to James. Lets it fly. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Pass to George. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. That one is off. Good work defensively by James. And here's Easton. Tipped. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. And there's the contact on the dunk attempt. He gets the whistle. He doesn't get the bucket, so 2 shots coming up.
Dort is 6'3", 215. You don't think he wants a little contact? That is nicely done on the drive.
And Dort hits them both.
In tense situations at the line, they can count on him to keep his cool.
Now, here is James. Crosses over, and the layup is up and in. James has got 39.
We all know LeBron wants to take these shots. When the pressure is at its highest, he does not shy away from making the play his team needs.
Nice shot by George.
That's what you expect from your leader. Paul George stays calm and doesn't get overwhelmed by the moment.
There's a minute 26 left to play in the fourth. From outside the arc. That's good from Eason. On the assist by James. And the Rockets lead by 6. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander to the paint. Wemby putting on a show.
This demonstrates leadership. Victor wanting to be the guy to make the big shot.
James outside. Over Dort. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to George. To the inside. And it's in. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Big-time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
King James with ice water in his veins. An absolutely breathtaking player.
That free throw, good from James.
And there's the cherry on top. Excellent trip up the floor to build out this lead.
.35 seconds left in the fourth. Here's George over Simmons. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. And he commits the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. And he's unable to get the second one.
First clean look they have. I mean, they've got to take it.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
George passes to Holmgren. Dort with it. Takes the 3. Eason pulls it in. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're behind by 7. All right, guys, what do you think?
Too little, too late. Making a change won't save them now.
Well, I think he might just want to remind these guys, hey, let's finish the game the right way.
tremendous. What an incredible ride. Culminating in a championship. What a team. This will go down as one of the great sports moments in the history of this city. And listen to this crowd. Players talk about having to tune out the noise and focus on the task at hand. This is the noise they've been waiting to hear all year long.
Absolutely incredible. Look at the guys celebrating, understanding the work, the sacrifice, the discipline that goes into winning a championship in this building.
Thanks for being a part of it with us all season long. It's the NBA on 2K Sports.
by education by participating in